On December 13th, 2024, I decided to start my own shoe brand, and today is February 22nd, 2025, and this is everything I've done for it, including every single dollar I've spent. So let's get into it. While I'm going over the prices, I wanted to mention that everything is Canadian. I live in Canada and everything that I pay for, it's USD and then it gets converted into Canadian on my account. The first thing that I spent money on was 2 domain names. At that point, I didn't really know what I wanted it to be called. I had 2 ideas, so I got 2 domains for $17.29 each. After I got those domains, I wanted to have an email address that also ended with my domain name. So instead of @gmail.com, I wanted it to be @ellarashoes.com. So I got a Google G Suite business starter plan for $9.63 a month. There are a few more benefits that come with having that business starter plan. Things like having really large video calls with people. I think you can use some Gemini AI thing. Honestly, the only reason that I got it was to have the @ellarashoes.com so I can have a professional email, and that's kind of it. The next thing that I got was a Capwing Pro plan for $31.43 a month. This was the biggest waste of money ever. I made literally one video with it. Realized I didn't really need it. It was mainly to add subtitles to my videos. I didn't really find a need for it. You can just edit everything you have on Instagram or CapCut. It was just such a waste of money, so I canceled that after the first month. The next thing that I pay for is Canva Pro. I love Canva Pro. I was paying for this even before because I just use it for everything. I use it for work, for personal. It's just an amazing platform. And for that one, I pay $155.88 a year, which comes up to $12.99 a month. So those are all the subscriptions and the technical parts that I pay for. And next is the designer. I had 2 consults on Upwork. One was with somebody that had actually done the exact thing that I wanted to do. So he started a shoe brand, he had a Kickstarter, and he has his own store now. So when I saw that he was doing consultations on Upwork, I really wanted to do it. This was before I had started to do anything for it. So we had a 30-minute consultation for $85.93. And at the time, I was thinking that is a little bit steep because the prices are in USD, so everything seems kind of like less. But then after all the taxes, after the conversion, it is a little bit higher. But those 30 minutes were so worth it. He just gave me so much inspiration. After that call, I remember I posted my first kind of video on Instagram because I was so inspired. And yeah, that one was definitely worth it. And then I had another one for, again, $85.93. And that was with the designer that I ended up working with. So I interviewed a handful of them, and they were the first ones that I interviewed, so I got super lucky. She's just amazing. We had a lot of meetings, and I told her exactly what I wanted in the shoe. I told her what I wanted it to look like, what were the main design elements of it, and also how I wanted to create it for Morton's Neuroma and like just foot pain in general. So the total for all of it was $526.98, and that was from beginning to end. So all of the design, all of the revisions, some of the colors I didn't like the first time. By the end of that, I had a full tech pack for the manufacturer. It's basically like the blueprint for the manufacturer. It has the way that you want the shoe to look, the colors, the materials, all of the dimensions, the different sizings. It has views from the top, bottom, like both sides. It's just very comprehensive, and you just show this to the manufacturer, and then first they can tell you if they can even do that or not. And then second, if they are able to do it, they just have something to really follow off of. And for me, this was really important because I want it to be very wide. I didn't want it to be so narrow like all the other shoes were. So this was really like a crucial step for me. So the grand total of everything that I've paid for so far is $827.14 Canadian. This is after tax, after everything. This is just the total price of what I've paid so far. On Instagram, posting on YouTube, looking at free kind of like posting schedules. Another thing that I was able to download and use for free is DaVinci Resolve. This has been a really fun and exciting part of this. It's a editing software for videos. I just can't believe it's free. Like the amount of things that they offer in it. You can do post-production audio, you can do the color grading levels. Like I'm not even breaking the ice on the amount of like things that you can do with it. I just kind of used it to edit my YouTube video, but that's been really fun. I also opened up a HubSpot account. It's a landing page that I created, and it's just to capture emails. So there's nothing else on it. It just has an email capture form. And I put the link on all of my social media and on all of YouTube. So if people want any more like behind the scenes, if people want to just stay up to date and know when the launch date is, that's what that's for. And it captures those emails for free. I also created a survey on SurveyMonkey. I just wanted to see what people wanted and if I was on the right track. So questions like, do you have any foot pain in general? If you do, like, what is it? what are you looking for? What do you wear on a normal basis? What shoe size are you? What are you really looking for in a shoe? If you could have everything that you wanted in a shoe, what is it? What are your frustrations with the shoe? Just really trying to get to know like the potential customers. And so I did that survey and then I posted it on Reddit and on a Facebook group. And I got quite a bit of responses actually. I didn't think anybody would fill it out. And so when I got the first person that filled it out, I was like screaming inside my house. It was so exciting. And I had 18 people fill it out, which is insane. Like really, really insane. It was just so insightful and so exciting, and actually talked to people that would be interested in the product. So that was great. So that was all free. Now that we have the tech pack, we have the drawing, we have the design, we have everything kind of ready for that. The next big thing is finding a good manufacturer and getting samples. That's going to be my next step. So once I get the sample, I want to actually wear it out a lot and see, like, are they comfortable over the long run? How do I feel? Do they go with my outfits? Is it just kind of what I envisioned? Is it good quality? Are they going to rip up in a few weeks? And the next thing is learning how to do a Kickstarter. I have a general sense of how Kickstarter works, but I need to look into the details of it and how to look into like a pre-launch campaign. It's a lot that you kind of have to learn. So there you go. That's everything I've done so far. That's every dollar I've spent, and that's every piece of software that I use. I think next video I'm going to go over the manufacturers and how that process is going. So stay tuned for that. As I'm editing this, I realized I forgot to say, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, that's it. Bye.